Stealing Ash. I love this short film. You guys did such a great job, and I love the title because, you think of it as just being the ashes, but it's also the person's name. So I like that you did that. Really great music and cinematography, and really nice chemistry between the group of characters, the kids. Really great chemistry, and the acting mostly felt very natural and real. I really liked the camera work too, the coverage, the editing. So great job on the editing as well. And direction, really great direction here. Just some really nice moments with them in Ash's room and while they were eating. It was just a beautiful, touching film, and I love the lighting during their meal. The lighting outside was just beautiful. You guys just such a great job with this, and then having it where the parents came at the end and shared the moment with them instead of being upset that they did this. So it's just a really, really beautiful film. So great work.
Stealing Ash. The cinematography on this was really good, and I loved the way that they started this film. It was done so well, it immediately grabbed your attention. I love how they use that slow motion effect with the music, and it just made you want to know what was going on. So I think that was brilliantly clever. The actors did a really good job. I love the way the filmmakers had this story unfold and what the story was, because the message was so important. And I thought that they did a really good job.
When someone passes away, sometimes our families have this idea of how we should be put to rest, despite the way maybe we want to be remembered by. And that's sort of what we get to see here in this story. Now, in the beginning of the film, it does this really great element of misleading you. There was a moment at the beginning of the film where I questioned it, and I wondered, is this a shooting perhaps? Is this an event where something goes wrong? And then we find out that this is a scene leading into the action. And we find that they are fleeing the scene of the funeral home, of the funeral service, I guess I should say. And they've taken Ash with them. And now Ash is a person that we never get to meet, yet we get to see them as a metaphorical box that the friends get to carry with them as they get to spend their last final moments, their last day with Ash, doing all these things that they've always enjoyed doing. And they treat this box as if Ash is with them. And it's really quite beautiful to see these group of kids come together and take this really big move of action for their dear friend. And as they all gather to have this vigil for their loved one, they all get to take these tchotchkes and trinkets and have this moment where they get to express their love for their dear friend. And we get to feel that with them, and we get to see this beautiful sequence by the waterfall, and it's colorful, it's serene, it's everything that you picture Ash to be, despite not really knowing them at all. And you kind of get a sense that maybe Ash's family didn't maybe understand them and have the struggle, so the friends had to make this radical act of this one last hurrah and making sure Ash was put to rest in the way that would bring them peace. And I think by the end of the film, the family also sort of comes to terms that maybe Ash needed it just as much as they did.